Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 32 of Less Platinum Tales of Symphonia, Dawn in the New World. Alright, it's time to get out of Cape Fortress and finish off this chapter. So let's see if I can do it without battling anything. Will be a little bit tricky to get past some stuff. Whoa, nice. Good dodge, good dodge, good dodge. I think there's a bat coming up here that I have to be careful of. It's below me actually. Let's see. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Here we go. I think if I stay down, there it is. Yay! Okay, now there's like a hellhound. Gotta be careful of as well. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pass that unless. Let's go. Gotcha. And then you. New. The god of dodgers, yeah. Alright. Almost there, almost there. Go, 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 and one more cutscene. Right after I go around this dry fountain. Here we go.
Lloyd. I'm sorry for the way I acted.
It's nothing you should feel bad about. I had no intention of explaining myself from the beginning.
Lloyd, why won't you tell us anything?
Won't you talk to us?
There is only one way we can remove Ratatosk's core from Marta. We have to hatch all of the cores and wake up Ratatosk himself. Why are you after the cores? Maybe we can all work together.
Then let's work together. You can start by giving all of your cores to me.
This isn't about just me. If we can wake Ratatosk, all the strange weather around the world will finally stop.
Maybe you didn't hear what I said. Hand over the cores right now.
This isn't like you.
Lloyd, why? Surely there's some reason you're behaving this way.
Lloyd.
Talk to us.
There's nothing I can say for now.
Lloyd!
We have to go after him.
It's no use. He has a Rayard. He's probably soaring through the wild blue yonder by now.
Not again.
And Celis isn't looking too good. Let's return to my estate for now.
I'm sorry for putting you all through this.
You're right, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice.
Okay, let's hurry back to Meltokio.
Okay. Well, Lloyd is like, well, the whole time we were like, why is Lloyd doing all this? He's terrible, he's killing people and this, that, and the other. And then we find out, it was actually Dex all along. And now when we're talking to the real Lloyd, he's still an asshole. Alright, his reason.
But I don't get it. The Lloyd you all talked about would never act like that, right? What is he thinking? Come on, Zelos, I know you can explain this.
I'd like nothing more than to grant your wish, Marta, my angel. But I can't speak in Lloyd's place.
Is that all you can say? I trusted him because all of you did.
But it wasn't Lloyd who attacked Palmacasta and those other towns. I want to believe that the real Lloyd has a good reason for what he's doing.
And I'm saying I want to know what that reason is. If he'd just talked to us instead of giving us the cold shoulder, we might even be able to help him.
Marta.
I understand you feel partly responsible for the things the Vanguard's done, but it's not a child's place to pay for the mistakes of their parents. And directing all that frustration at Lloyd isn't the right answer either. Though I do wish Lloyd would have said something instead of just turning his back on us.
Zelos,
Fallen head over heels for me, have you?
You'd actually be pretty charming if you didn't say stuff like that.
Yep, she's right. His reason, part 2.
Lloyd refused to talk to us.
But he did save Celis. We can rest assured he hasn't really changed.
Yes, I'm sure he'll be able to explain all of this someday.
Yep, sooner or later keeping so many secrets to himself will be impossible for a guy as trusting as Lloyd.
You're right. Oh, but I just hate not knowing the truth behind all this.
It looks as though all we can do now is wait.
Okay, and lastly, Shallow.
Colette's still as cute as a button, Sheena's curves are delectable as ever, and Marta's spunky attitude just gives me goosebumps. I think I've died and gone to heaven.
As soon as we rescued Celis, he's back to his usual self.
Zealous is so flighty.
No, Marta. Zelos isn't flighty. He's shallow.
Colette, who said that about me?
Professor Sage. She said you're like a wading pool. Professor Sage can't swim, remember? I think she means she likes Zelos.
Fine. I'm a shallow man with obvious motives, so sue me.
Like a shallow, like a wading pool. That's so good. Okay, just to quickly mention, that was the 26th of 27 skits in this chapter, and there's one more coming. Oops, there's one more coming up in a few minutes here. So let's go back to Mel Tokyo for now. Here we go. Skip through, and we're going straight to Zealous' estate for a scene. All right, so. Man, I can't wait to work on Chapter 6. It's been a little while since I've had a chance to practice the game, so I'm going to have to do a fair bit, but it's okay. And then 6, 7, and 8, that's it. And then we finally at least finish the game once. We will have to do some extra playthroughs, but they'll be much, much quicker. Alright, Zealous' estate. Let's see.
Oh, Lady Celis, I'm so glad to see that you're all right.
Tokunaga, I'm sorry for worrying you.
Tokunaga, Sebastian, see Celis to her bed.
Yes, sir.
Emil, my brother told me everything. I would be honored to give you Glaucius's core. Good luck on your quest.
Yeah, we kind of already had that.
Thank you.
Man, this thing just gets worse and worse. The Silverant dynasty, huh? I've no idea what went on in Silverant back when the worlds were still separated. But the Vanguard is dead set on getting revenge on the Church of Martel.
Were they planning on using Ratatosk's core to restore the dynasty?
Yes, they want to use it to destroy the Church of Martel, and the Tetha'alan royal family as well.
Ratatosk's core can do that?
They plan on using it for some weapon called a mana cannon.
No way!
Sheena, you've heard of it?
Yes, I've used one before. If left in the wrong hands, it could destroy the entire world.
I'll need to inform the church officials and His Majesty about this.
I'll head back to Isalia to tell everyone there. Is there any way we can get word to Professor Sage?
Leave that up to my Mizuho scouts. They'll find her and let her know.
Emil, what are you going to do next?
I'll go after the rest of the cores with Marta. That way we'll free Ratatosk and also stop the Vanguard from using the mana cannon. Right, Marta?
Right.
Then I shall continue to accompany you. I don't pretend to understand what Lloyd is thinking. But perhaps I could be of help the next time you face him.
Good idea. I'm going too. What I know about the mana cannon might come in handy. And I can't throw my support to Lloyd until I know what he's about.
Count me out. I'm sure Lloyd has his reasons. He would never do anything to put the world in danger. So I'm going after Lloyd.
I feel the same way as Zelos. I trust Lloyd no matter what. I want to find him and help him.
I wish you two luck. Well, I suppose we won't see each other for a while.
Yeah, take care.
Everyone, stay safe.
Zelos, Colette, thank you.
I'm so sorry. This is all my father's fault.
A child shouldn't have to apologize for what their parents do. Cheer up, Marta.
Well then, shall we?
Yeah.
Alright, Cola left, Zelos left, and we keep Regal and Sheena. We don't have the final skit just yet. Let's quickly talk to Tokunaga and Sebastian. Sir Emil, thank you. Sir Emil, I'll never forget this. I am indebted to you for the rest of my life. I'll never forget this for the rest of my life. I am relieved that Lady Celis is safe. Sir Emil, thank you so much. Never forget debt to you. Yeah. And, oh, the maid is still here. Let me talk to you. Sir Emil, thank you for saving Lady Celis. Things would have turned out much worse if you were not around. You are amazing. She's the new maid. Alright, almost there. Let's head to the entrance of Mel Tokyo. And we'll get another scene. yeah, this part of the game is just like scene after scene after scene after scene. So basically, let's see if we can do summary. We figured out what was going on with Lloyd and Dex. Lloyd is still not explaining himself very well, and now we've decided that the best course of action is to just continue searching for the cores to try and hatch them to get the to wake up Ratatosk.
Now then, time to hunt for more Centurion's cores.
Indeed. The Temple of Earth isn't too far from here.
Earth. That would mean...
In theory, it would mean we should find Solemn's core.
What's the matter, Tenebrae? You don't sound too sure.
No, it's just... Recently, whenever we've been close to the Vanguard, I've felt the presence of Solemn's core.
So they already have it?
I cannot be certain, but Solemn's specialty is his ability to deceive his enemies. It could be connected to the effortless transformations of that foul-smelling man.
You think Dex is using the core? But wait, wouldn't you have sensed Solemn's presence if he was?
I'm afraid that his ode to seduction interferes with my senses too much for me to tell.
Ah, very clever. I like that. Because it's like, really, the plot point is that the way to tell that Lloyd wasn't Lloyd was the ode to seduction. But then when they add this little bit in, it's like, okay, I can kind of see it.
Well, if we go to the Temple of Earth, we'll know for sure, right?
Indeed. No use standing around discussing it. Let's head to the temple.
Right.
Alright, and our final skit for Chapter 5, Solemn's Core.
Solemn's core may not be here after all.
Oh yeah, the Vanguard might have it. Do you know, Marta?
No, I'm sorry. Ever since Daddy started to change, I've been avoiding him, so...
Hey, don't sweat it. Worrying about it won't help us now. Besides, things should clear up once we get to the Temple of Earth, right?
That's right. Let's hurry.
Okay, cool. I really want to check something, but I don't think it matters. I'll just quickly check it. Let's see. Okay, cool. You're gonna see what I mean in just a sec. So let's exit Mel Tokyo, and you'll notice that we now have access to the Temple of Earth. We had 11 places to go before, and now we have 12. Tree is still unavailable for some reason. Temple of Earth, a large cave inhabited by the summoned spirit of Earth. Potion-loving beings used to live here. Oh yeah, that's right, you had to give potions to like the characters. Let's run this time. Whee! Oh, it's right there.
Halt! This area is strictly off limits.
Why? Did something happen?
It's all those earthquakes we've been having. The inside of the temple collapsed. It's a mess in there.
So we can't go inside?
Nope, don't think anyone's gonna be able to before they finish repairs.
What should we do?
Well, we could head to the Temple of Lightning in the meantime. A summon spirit used to be there, so the core could be as well, right?
Perhaps.
By the way, why don't we hatch Glaucius's core before we set out again?
Oh, good idea! I almost forgot about it. We haven't touched it since we got it.
Now Glaucius has awoken too. That's good.
Emil?
Perhaps he's simply exhausted from everything that's happened.
You may be right. Let's take him back to town.
It just completely collapsed.
Emil, what's wrong?
Marta, it's you.
You're the other Emil, aren't you?
You can tell? Oh yeah, you didn't want me around.
No! It's just, ever since what happened, you only showed yourself when we were in battle, so I was worried about you.
You were? Come to think of it, you did stand up for me.
Huh?
Marta, do you need me?
Of course! You're Emil too.
So you don't mind if I show up again?
Of course not.
Thank you. Huh? Marta, what just happened?
What do you mean? We were talking.
Really?
I'm sorry, it's nothing. My mistake.
Oh, okay.
You should get some more rest.
Yeah, I'll do that. Good night, Marta.
Good night. Emil, what's happening to you?
Okay, and we're back in control of Emil, yeah. It's very strange. I think it's like the first time in the whole game where Emil has sort of become Ratatosk, and then when he's gone back to being Emil, he has forgotten what he was doing. Pretty sure that's the first time. It also makes sense because Marta was like, what's happening to you? Okay, so as I said, we are basically almost done with Chapter 5. In order to actually access the next chapter, all we have to do is go to the Temple of Lightning. However, throughout the game, we've encountered Dex and Alice in different cutscenes in different areas of the game, depending on, you know, when you visit it. And right now we can find another one. Now, according to my notes, I don't know how true this is, but I said, let me see. I put, somewhat strangely, if you go to the middle level of Mel Tokyo, you'll get what seems to be a bonus scene with Dex and Alice. I couldn't find any information about this scene when I looked it up, but it becomes possible to view now. So, I don't know. It probably, I mean, it's not like I'm the first one to find it. I'm sure other people have found it, especially given how easy it is to access, as long as you know it's there. So if we go up here, we get a scene.
Please, my grandson is sick. I heard that a doctor in Tethaala might be able to cure him.
And? What's your point, you old hag?
If I can't get a letter of introduction from the Pope in Meltokyo, no doctor in Tethaala will treat a Silverante.
And why should I care? Just get one of your quacks back in Silverant to see the brat. Now get out of my way.
Just look at that old crone.
Surprised she wasn't swept up with all the other garbage in the street.
What's their problem?
Ma'am, are you alright?
What's wrong with you? How can you be so cruel?
Silence, or the goddess Martel's divine punishment will rain down upon you.
Oh, look at that! It looks like you got some divine punishment of your own.
What do you think you're doing?
You talk so much about divine punishment in your rotten sham of a religion. I thought you might like a taste yourself.
What?
What'll the Church of Martel do for me? Will it bring my parents back to life? Will it bring back my mother and father killed by monsters while on a pilgrimage forced by the Church?
You're blaming the Church of Martel for that? You need to learn to fear the goddess, you filthy girl!
You bastard! No one talks to Alice like that!
Don't get me wrong. My parents were killed because they were weak. Just like you'll be killed because you're weak too. That's all.
Dex, stop it! That's enough. Please, stop hurting him.
My, it looks like this kind old lady saved you. Dex, you can stop now. I said you can stop!
You hurt her, Dex. That's enough.
It stinks.
It's the oldest seduction. Oh, my head hurts.
Dex, stop it!
What was I doing?
Let's go, Dex.
But Alice, what about Marta and Emil?
Leave them for later. Right now, we need to find out what just made you flip out.
Oh, Alice, you're really worried about me.
I'm worried about myself. I don't care about you. Ma'am, if you need a doctor, you can use me as a reference. Go to Flanor and give the doctor there my name, Alice of the Vanguard. They should treat your grandson for free.
Thank you so much, Lady Alice.
I can't believe Alice just helped someone.
Well, the Vanguard's purpose is to help the Silveranti. Ugh, but the Church of Martel is just as horrible as ever.
Yes, the corruption within the church only increases. Their state must greatly concern the Chosen and His Majesty.
That was a rough one to watch. That was not pleasant at all. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, even though we can just head to the Temple of Lightning and start Chapter 6, I'm just going to save here and just leave it here for a bit, and I'll come back. So let's just save. How are we doing in terms of time? I'm on episode 32, I think this is, and we're 33 hours and 27 minutes, 28 minutes. Alright, cool. Doing pretty well, and we will continue later. Did I level up with them? I mean, did they change levels? No, I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. Alright, cool. Actually, hang on. I think Sheena got to like level 30. It's hard to say. Anyway, whatever. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's keep going. We are just about to hit Chapter 6. But before we do, there is one more thing that opens up at the end of Chapter 5 here. If we head to the world map, we can see that the Cats Village, or the Cats' village, has opened up. Home of the cats, scattered throughout the world. It may smell like fish. Alright, let's go. Just skip that because it takes a long time. And it says Neko with a C there, weirdly. I think Neko is supposed to be spelled with a K. Let's talk to everyone here. The cat store is where it's at. Need items, food, or just want to chat? Come in and start shopping. Meow. Alright, let's see what they have. Lemon gel, pineapple gel. They have a very expensive miracle gel. Look at this, you can buy all 20. And we've still got a decent amount of money left. I'm not going to do that. I'll buy one nectar and one Danae bottle just so it's there. Let's buy a syrup bottle. Elven cape is actually pretty good. I think I might buy one of those, considering I have the money. Actually, I'll buy 2 because I think I can synthesize that. So buy that. I'm going to buy 15 mangoes, 15 Karimas, just in the off chance that I need them. The rest can stay as is. Let's have a look at that elven cape. What can we make? Make a light cape or a dark cape? Let's go with the light cape. And they have one ghost's cloth? That's weird. Let's make one of those. And I need another ghost's cloth to make Boulder's cape. And I can make another elven cape here, but I need another leather cape to. You need a cape to make a leather cape, to make a thief's cape, to make an elven cape, to make a light cape, to make a Boulder's cape. That's a lot of synthesis for the same item. You know what? I'll buy one more just to make the other one as well. It's expensive, but it's not that bad. I want to try and get like as close to one of everything as possible. And Woden's cape, okay, you need musk. Musk is actually really difficult to come by. We hopefully will find some, but it's kind of rare. I'll explain in a bit. Welcome to the Cats Village. Meow. It's a lush and peaceful place. Please relax and enjoy your stay. Meow. Please relax and enjoy your stay. Meow. What about you? Meow. When I gaze out towards the water, I can't help but wonder what lies beyond the horizon. But I worry a lot more about catching fish for dinner than I do about silly stuff like horizons. Meow. I hope I can catch a real big one. Meow. Lots of meows. Sharpening claws is kitty stuff. I'm too old for that. Meow. But the urge to scratch, I can't take it. I need to scratch so bad. But the urge to... Oh, okay, it's the same thing. What was I doing just now? Meow. I guess sharpening my claws a little excessively? How long have I been sharpening my claws, meow? A very long time? After a little nap, I'll get right back to it. That would make it my life's work. Meow. This one's interesting. So my wife ate a whole ball of wool, and she had a litter of mittens. Meow, get it? To be honest, my partner's silly puns have gotten embarrassing lately, meow. Could this be the end of our comedy duo? Please don't look at me like that, meow. I gotta start working on some solo material, meow. And, oh, hang on, he said something different. Please don't look at me like that, meow, but I've sort of grown to like it lately. Gotta start working on some solo material, okay? And it says like, Tankin? I don't know what Tankin would be, but whatever. Okay, let's talk to you. I heard there's been some awful things happening in the world, meow. Well, it hasn't got anything to do with us. Why worry about tomorrow when the fish you eat tonight is so much more important, meow? Yeah. And you? Meow, welcome. Okay, you can stay at an inn. Not gonna bother. And if you examine this fire... Well done! You've found me. I am the mysterious gourmet, the Wonder Chef. I shall give you this as proof. Use it well. Obtain recipe for steak. Now then, farewell. Steak is really good because it increases your physical attack, I think even more than the grill does. What about you? This is the worker cat's headquarters, welcome. Okay, and so yeah, another cat's guild where you can change your party, do some cooking. So if I did steak here, yeah, he really likes it. That's good. And lastly, meow, I'm the mayor of this town. Meow, why aren't I spinning around? Well, if I were a little younger maybe. In my youth, I took catnip and did a whole lot of spinning around. Meow. I remember learning what catnip was, but I don't remember. I've never had any pets, so... Too much responsibility, viewers. Anyway, okay, so that's it. We're done. It's time to move on to Chapter 6, and in order to do that, we need to head over to the Temple of Lightning. Let's go. Chapter 6, Dark Premonition.
This is a restricted area. No one is allowed to enter.
A restricted area? But why?
None of your business. Now go!
Marta, are you okay?
What are you doing?
Excuse me, but if you would just listen to it.
Shut up, kid! Get out of here!
Emil!
Stop, that's enough.
Damn it. That's why I can't let you handle anything.
What are you mumbling about?
Nobody lays a hand on Marta.
Wait, Emil! Please don't hurt them!
Why not? This fool just attacked you.
We need their help, Emil, so we can get inside the temple.
That won't be a problem if we kill them all.
Emil, you're in Ratatosk mode again. Pull yourself together. You've got to calm down and return to your normal self.
My normal self can't keep Marta safe.
Acting like this won't keep Marta safe either. Will it, Emil?
What?
Just put your blade away. Provoking unnecessary hostilities isn't going to help our cause.
What's going on here? Director Schneider! These people were trying to force their way into the temple!
It's all right. This is only a simple misunderstanding. We were just wondering why this area has been sealed off.
Oh, you're Duke Bryant, aren't you? Duke Bryant? You mean the president of the Lezareno Company? You should have said so in the first place. We're glad to help the president of such a fine establishment.
I must apologize for this unfortunately rude welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Schneider, the director of Ch.5's Imperial Research Academy. Recently, the Temple of Lightning has become quite dangerous. We've restricted access to only those who have permission from the Academy.
Oh, really? But why? What happened here? We really need to get inside. It's very urgent.
Well, I can make some exceptions as long as your cause is justified. Once I've finished my work, I'll be glad to hear you out. Perhaps you could wait for me at the Imperial Research Academy until then.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you. Emil, any objections?
You're...
What? What's wrong with you? What's with the stupid expression?
Do you know Emil?
Emil? Of course, that's impossible. There's no way it could be him.
What is it? Does he remind you of someone?
No, it's nothing. Please disregard my comment. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I wonder who you remind him of.
Who cares? How the hell would I know?
Well, anyway. Why are you always so aggressive when you're in Ratatosk mode?
Okay, Temple of Lightning. Now, restricted area, and if you stand still long enough, you may get struck by lightning. So don't do that just yet. We actually need to get struck by lightning, but for now, let's watch the Church of Martel.
Who do those jerks think they are? I heard the Church of Martel was up to no good. Looks like the rumors were true. What the hell is Zelos thinking?
The appeal of the Chosen has dropped sharply since the system that supported his status was abolished. Putting all the blame on the Chosen is unfair.
And Silveron's Church of Martel is completely controlled by the church in Tethaala.
Sounds like the Church of Martel's days are numbered.
It would be difficult to imagine otherwise.
Okay. And we have one more appearances.
Here, eat.
Did you make this?
Yeah. Something wrong?
No, it just looks a bit different.
I believe rough might be the word you're looking for. You always did things like carve the apples into rabbit shapes or shave carrots into flower petals.
Who the hell bothers with stuff like that?
But, I mean, is this edible?
I'll throw it out if you don't want it.
No, sorry, I'm going to eat it. Huh? It tastes just as good as the food you usually make.
My. Though comparable in appearance to the disturbing products of Lady Marta's cooking, it would seem the flavor is perfectly fine.
Hey, watch it!
Alright, we can't do anything in the Temple of Lightning at the moment, so let's leave. You notice that we still can't go back to areas much earlier. Well, you can go to Taramana Lake, Sonoa Cave, Dynasty Ruins, Sailor Human Rat, Chariot Ruins, Cambodo Caves, Temple of Ice, but you can't go back to Triad, you can't go back to Asgard, you can't go back to Hema. So a few places you can't go. However, right now we can go to Syback, which is where Director Schneider told us to wait at the Imperial Research Academy, and he's voiced by Cam Clark, the guy who did Kratos in the first game, and he was the narrator in the first game, and he was also the narrator at the beginning of this game too. He just has this kind of older sounding voice, you know, he just puts on that very exasperated almost, I guess, voice. Alright, Syback, a Tepe Island town of knowledge that houses the Imperial Research Academy. Let's go. Chapter 6 is pretty straightforward. There's like a lot of, just go here, go there.
I wonder where the Imperial Research Academy is.
We've been there before. It's towards the far end of town.
With Lloyd?
Yes, that's right.
All right, let's head to the Imperial Research Academy and wait for Director Schneider to return.
Okay.
Okay, here we are on Syback. If we wait 1 sec, we'll get another skit. Contagious.
Why do they all look so pale?
Well, yeah. This town's packed to the gills with bookworms and eggheads.
So they're the complete opposite of you?
Well, excuse me. And what about you, huh?
I'm in the same boat.
Looks like you both could stand a bit of polish at the hands of Professor Sage.
Better hope her ruin mode disease isn't contagious.
Like you're one to talk.
Alright, let's start talking to everyone. See if we can get the lay of the land here. Wow, you say a lot. Female researcher. Have you ever heard the metaphor, a bolt from the blue? It refers to a bolt of lightning suddenly coming from an otherwise clear blue sky, and that's precisely what's happening in Syback right now. There are also full-fledged thunderstorms, but we've had a number of cases of lightning occurring in clear skies. This phenomenon can't be explained by our current systems of physics or meteorology. If I could come up with a plausible theory, my paper could shake the very foundations of the academic council. Okay. Bow bow bow. Bow bow. Bow woo! Okay. Once I've finished writing my thesis, I'll finally be done with my research on X-spheres. To many people, X-spheres are a stain on the history of mankind, but I believe it's important to leave a record of what happened, so we never forget the suffering they caused. As for right now, I'm intrigued by all of this unusual electrical activity in the sky. That's why I'm observing the lightning. Alright, let's head into the inn and see if there's anyone to talk to here. There's that lady, but she'll just let us sleep. What about you? I realized when I became one that researchers are really busy people. But I'm busy studying the things I love, so I'm really happy. I won't stop doing research until I become a world-renowned scholar. Lightning bolts are raining down, and yet the scholars here are walking around outside, happy as clams. Scholars are a strange bunch. I even saw a researcher who just got struck by lightning, and he was smiling ear to ear. I guess they're pretty tough underneath that pale skin. Welcome to Campus Cottage. Yeah, we could, but don't worry about it. We're going to speak to every single person in this town. There's quite a few people to go through, but we'll get through it. Cybac Academic Resources Building. Please keep your voice down. Okay, let's head inside. Welcome to the Academic Resources Building. Thanks to the union of Tetheala and Silverant, our Academic Resources Library is bursting at the seams with new material. Please, feel free to put our library to good use for your own academic enlightenment. We'll need to index all of these resources eventually. It could take decades just to put them all in order. It seems like an impossible task, but we have to do something to speed up searches for resources. There are several books in the resources building to which access is strictly regulated. That was a guy called Norton, who'll come into the picture a little bit more later. There are supposed to be well over 10 million books in this resources building. They say there are so many books here that if you can't find it here, it doesn't exist. But finding a single specific book out of 10 million is no easy task. Definitely right about that. I'm looking for a book that will guarantee success in love. This library isn't really all that impressive. I'm sure books about romance will just say things like, not everything in this world is possible, and some things were never meant to be. I'm doing research on extracting cells of monsters with regenerative abilities and using them for healing injuries. I don't know. I'm currently checking to see if there are any side effects or adverse reactions from combining healing magic and monster cells. The books here are very comprehensive, but many of them are written in the old language, so it takes a lot of time just to figure out what they say. There's nothing more relaxing than curling up in a corner with a nice book, though they say guys who like enclosed spaces and secluded corners are mama's boys at heart. Supposedly the reason we like enclosed spaces is because we're trying to recapture the relaxing feeling of being in the womb. Not that I'm like that or anything. Some of the dialogue is really good actually. I'm researching on how the magic of the elves can be applied for peaceful purposes. Magic can be used for positive purposes as well as negative ones. I'm trying to come up with methods for controlling it. It's a very difficult problem, but I'm sure there's a solution out there somewhere. I was like, can I not talk to this person? Ever since I read in a book here that the body is just a vessel for the soul, I've been researching ways to switch souls between bodies. But I'm not sure how to go about isolating something as formless as a soul from a physical body. Maybe it's impossible unless you use a special type of magic. Okay, and you. I learned how to speed read, so I can zip through books at lightning speed. But now when I finish a book, I don't really feel accomplished or moved by it. I'm currently working on learning how to slow read. That's funny. Okay, did we talk to the two people in the center? No. It was my lifelong dream to become an item researcher. Now I get to spend every day thinking of new types of items. I'm truly happy. I've been inspired by my colleague here. I'm designing an item that would make it easier to take a break. The lightning? Yeah, we've had a lot of it lately, but we put up a lightning rod just so we're safe. I'm taking a break right now. You know, this reminds me of when I was a university student. I wasn't good at taking breaks back then. These days, I can take a break all day. Oh, I'm not goofing off right now. The lightning? Oh yeah, we've had a lot of lightning lately, but we have a lightning rod here, so there's nothing to worry about. Alright, we've got a few different, we've got cats, and we've got some places to purchase stuff. Let's have a look at our side quests, I'm kind of curious. Okay, rank B side quests, a rank C one. No rank A, but don't worry, there will be. Just on the side quests, for this chapter, at least, I may choose to do this on chapter 7 and 8 as well. Well, definitely chapter... I don't know, I'll figure it out. But the side quests I'm pretty much going to leave to the very end of the chapter. Usually I don't. Usually I do them sort of like intermixed. But I'm going to leave them to the end, and I'm probably going to do almost all of them off screen as well, because they're basically the same things, and I've sort of decided to change how I do side quests. So don't worry too much about them. We'll do them at the end. I think I spoke to you, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go have a look at the things we can buy. There's actually a fair bit here, and I'm going to see what we can get. I'm gonna buy one Earth Cape, Seal Charm. I'm gonna buy one Shock Charm. Sardonyx we don't need, and we don't need the rest. Reason is, if we buy the Earth Cape, we can make Freya's Cape, which is cool. And what did I buy as well? The Stone Charm and all that. So we have a seal. We've got plenty of these, so have I made I want to make sure, well, it's better to have the Periapt, so let's make this. Let's make, that one I can't make because I need Evil Eye. That's another rare item to come across. Okay, and the rest can stay. I would make this one too. Oh, I need another charcoal for that, or at least, hang on, where is it? Lumber. Still a couple of those. Gosh, I really need to do some selling. Probably do that off screen, hopefully. Alright, and let's have a look at this one. I'll buy a gold sword just so we have it. Buy the light plate, buy the black plate. In fact, buy 2 black plates. Buy 2 witches cloaks. I'll buy 1 for now, but I think I'll need a second one later. I'll buy a martial bandana, plaid ribbon, light gauntlets. Oh, he's got the light gauntlets equipped. Don't worry about light gauntlets in that case. Black gauntlets, buy 2 black gauntlets. Those are actually really good pieces. And now if we go to synthesis, the gold sword I bought just so it's here. The light plate we already made. The power drive we already did that. I should probably make one of these, but I don't have another silver plate. Alright, the black plate can be made into Mithril plate, which gives you a TP increase, or it can be made into Solitude, which is a really good piece. It increases your physical defense, your art defense, it gives you HP increase 2 and physical defense increase 2. This is really good, so I'm going to make that. I do only have 1 Damascus left, but I think I've got some golden fragments. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, I'll leave 1. Okay, what else? Now the Witch Cloak can be made into this very powerful, very useful piece of gear for Martyr called the Phantom Lord. However, I don't have a Musk and I don't have a Ghost's Cloth, so I'll get those later. The reason it's good is not so much because of its defense and art defense, but you can get Item Getter, which is a skill that allows you to steal with a higher chance, higher success rate, and that's very, very good. I really hope that I can get a Musk. The only downside about getting the Musk is that it's we can't get it from an enemy because the enemies that you can get it from cannot be fought in Chapter 6. However, it's possible to get in a side quest. It's very rare, but it is possible. I did it yesterday when I was practicing and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be really good. You can use a martial bandana to create a dusk bandana, but I don't have a blue fluid, so I can't do that. And the other thing is, so you can also, one weird thing, I only have 1 red ribbon. Do I have a pretty ribbon? Hang on. No, I don't have a pretty ribbon. I wish I had a second red ribbon, because you can use a red ribbon to make a pretty ribbon, and then you can make a pretty ribbon into something else that's pretty good as well. But let's not worry about it. Alright, black gauntlets can be made into mithril gauntlets for TP increase, or they can be made into the mighty dark passage, which gives you critical 2 and physical attack increase. Yes, as if Emil needed yet another piece of gear that increases his physical attack and critical attack. It's this one. So now he's got critical attack 2, oh sorry, critical 2, critical 2, critical 2, and if I used, like, for example, the Vile Requiem or the Echo Tracer, I could get another critical 2. But these, what is it, 1, 2, 3, these 3 are already really good. So he's doing just fine. Do I have any other Periapts? No, cool, that was alright. Alright, doing pretty well with in terms of the gear. Definitely keep Mithril Sword on. Like, the experience minus here is just, I just don't like it, and the Mithril Sword is actually more than strong enough to deal with everything that we're going to be dealing with. Okay, so Mystic Cloak, just have a quick Mystic Cloak if you can make that into anything. Can. Do I have a Mirage Cloak and do I have a Moon Luminance? I don't think I have either of those, let me see. Mirage Cloak, I don't, and I don't have Moon Luminance. Alright, so in that case, I think I can make one of each, right? Let's make that. Mirage Cloak can't be changed into anything. And then I'll make Moon Luminance as well. Happiness 2 and Stealth 2. And I will finally buy one more Mystic Cloak. Okay, I think that's pretty good. How are we doing for time? We've still got about 15 minutes, I think. Yeah, that should be right. Okay, let's keep going. Halfway through the town. Okay, let's talk to you. Lately I've hit nothing but dead ends in my research. Maybe I should go and get struck by lightning to juice up my batteries. Maybe I should build myself a girlfriend. Build myself? Okay. Let's talk to you. Back when we didn't have a lightning rod, we had to be very careful when we went outside. Now we can go outside, but the thunderclap is so loud. I hope we can do something about it soon. I'm currently investigating the causes for this strange phenomenon. Arf, arf. Arf, arf. Arf, arf. Oh, you only say the same thing, Toby. Alright, and what about you? Ah, damn it, I was trying to talk to you.
You're Aster! You're alive! See? I told you not to get all buddy-buddy with that half-elf.
Who are you? And who the hell is Aster?
You're Aster! They said you died while looking for that summon spirit, Ratatosk.
Hold on, did you say Ratatosk? You're researching Ratatosk here?
Huh? Are you a friend of Aster's?
His name is Emil. He's not Aster.
Settle down, everyone. I am Regal Bryant. Director Schneider instructed us to wait for him here.
Duke Bryant? My apologies. The director is currently out in the field.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, right, of course. Please come inside. The director's room is on the second floor. It's the last room back.
Thank you.
I wonder who this Aster guy is and if he really looks like Emil.
Who knows? It sounds like they're still holding on to that same old half-elf bigotry. I can't say I like that.
It is difficult for people to change. Prejudice against half-elves has been around for over 4,000 years. It'll be a while before it starts to fade.
I guess you're right, but still. I wouldn't be surprised if they were still locking half-elves up in the basement and forcing them to do research.
They actually did something like that?
Perhaps we should stop by the basement and check.
You mean, go where half-elves might be?
I don't believe it, you too? You're friends with Rain and Genus, aren't you?
Yes, you're right. Feeling afraid like this, it isn't fair to Rain or Genus. I'm sorry.
Well then, shall we?
Okay, before we do, I'm just going to quickly go outside and talk to that other NPC so that I don't forget. You. I've dedicated my life to developing a pollution-free energy source. These frequent lightning strikes might just be the breakthrough I need for my research into pollution-free energy. Non-polluting energy development is the most important task of our entire society. Let me just see something real quick. Okay, you'll notice that you can't, like, step over this manhole here. I'll explain why eventually when we can use that. This is the Imperial Research Academy. It's just a shortcut basically into the building. We've been getting more and more Silver Auntie applicants for admission. One's race has no bearing on their desire or ability to learn. Okay, so Marta was very slightly prejudiced against half-elves, and now Sheena has managed to change her a little bit. Whoa, you look a lot like Aster. Are you Aster's relative? You really look exactly like him. Welcome to the Imperial Research Academy. Please feel free to tour the Academy at your leisure. The Director's room is up the right-hand stairway. Beyond the doors on the left, you'll find the various research labs. You can go through the door straight ahead to get to the cafeteria. You're welcome to purchase food there if you're hungry. Okay. It's been several years since I first began to study this giant creature's fossils, and I still have more questions than I have answers. A monster with a very similar bone structure to this appeared within the last 6 months. I contracted out the Catskill to catch one of the monsters for me, but it seems this type of monster doesn't appear very often. Okay. Talk to the little boy. I want to study bones like this when I grow up, but I don't like homework very much. Maybe I'll be a monster hunter and I can study them that way. I hate thunder. It's scary and loud and I can't concentrate on my research at all. I'm getting fed up with all this. Okay, let's head into the cafeteria. Just like in the previous game, when we came here. Talk to you, if I can. I heard eating foods with... Okay, this is a tricky one. Docosahexaonic acid or DHA will increase your intelligence. I've been telling the lady in the cafeteria to put brain gels with DHA in them on the menu for a while now. They still haven't arrived. Apparently the craftsman in Isolde, who's developing brain gels, is so busy that he can only make 3 in a single day. Is that Berg, I think? Yeah, Berg. Eating makes you sleepy, but not eating slows down your mental processes. Striking a healthy balance between nutrition and combating sleep is very important for researchers. It's all for research. There's always room for cake. Of course, they all end up in the same stomach. The other day, I dissected a monster that had multiple stomachs. One of them was reserved for sweet foods, so that monster always had room for cake. And yet, there's no getting around calories. Taking the calories out of the cake will be a research problem for centuries to come. I'm an employee of the cafeteria grocery store. Alright, let's have a look. I'm basically just going to buy like about 15. I don't want to buy 20 just in case there's like a chest later that has fruit. Man, that peach icon there is even more suggestive than the emoji. Pear, banana. Those are nice looking bananas actually. Apple. Oh, that's what's it called? Something crisp. There's so many different types of apple, but yeah. Honey crisp? Yeah, I think that's a type of apple. Fuji. Black satay, oh no, not 16, 11. And oh my goodness, eggs for 10 gold? Where? I'm gonna buy 18 of those. They're very rare at the moment. Don't think I can talk to this lady, unfortunately. I tried yesterday. Yeah, you can't. She just doesn't get close enough, or they just didn't program her to be able to program it that way. Let's go left first. So we have to go to Director Schneider, who's at the top. But let's go left and talk to everyone here. Aster, it's been a while. You haven't changed a bit. Did you discover the secret of eternal youth by using summon spirits and monsters? You're Emil, not Aster? Always telling jokes as usual. Okay, let's head in here. Okay. I'm doing research on aquatic monsters. It really boggles the mind to think about how strong monsters are and how tough their bodies must be to withstand extreme conditions such as the bottom of the ocean and high mountain tops. I'd like to develop lots of tools and machines based on monster body structures. Okay. Are you Aster's brother? Though I thought he didn't have siblings. Are you Aster's relative? I've decided to do my senior thesis on aquatic monsters. There are so many things to research, like how many species of aquatic monsters are there? What sort of ecosystems do they inhabit? What is their evolutionary biology, etc. I wish there was some skilled hunter who could bring me back an aquatic monster specimen to study. I've got a gigantic fish in there. I don't even know what this thing is, like a really large... It's like an eel, shrimp, something else combo. This seed looks so familiar from something, and this looks like another... Oh, wait. Oh, it's almost like an anglerfish, actually, without the little head tentacle thing. And then these look like... I don't know the name of it. Almost looks like a pufferfish, but without the fatness of it. Aha! Another Wonder Chef. You well done, you found me. I am the mysterious gourmet, the Wonder Chef. I shall give you this as proof. Use it well. Obtained recipe for burrito. Now then, farewell. Fantastic. Alright, that's 2 Wonder Chefs in the same episode. There's only a handful to go, so that's good, like 3 or 4 at the most. Can I talk to you? Have you ever noticed how taking a walk can be a trigger for good ideas and help you sort through your thoughts? Perhaps the set rhythm of walking has a good effect on the brain. For example, what was it I was trying to figure out? Oh no, what was I thinking about? I can't remember. It'll come back to me if I keep walking. Yeah, sorry, I stopped you from walking. I'm conducting research into the existence and history of half-elves. How did the half-elves coexist with the 2 dominant races of humans and elves? How did the designs originally come to be? Since most of the materials and literature about half-elves has been lost, and what remains is heavily biased, this type of research is pretty tough to do. Okay, I got like a big lizard over there. There seems to be a seal. There's a seal in the middle. There's a turtle back there. I can't really tell what that one is. And that looks like a crab, I guess. Okay, further we go. A lot of people to talk to in Cyback, but if we can get it done all in this episode, then we can make some more progress next time. Do you think watermelons are a fruit or a vegetable? A fruit? Do you think figs are a fruit or a vegetable? A fruit. I think that strawberries and melons are both fruits. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Research that ignores existing theory is unpersuasive, and yet research based on theory isn't capable of discovering anything new. Okay. For the past 2 years, I've conducted research based on theory, but it has only yielded results that follow theory. What is theory in the first place? But hey, that's just a theory. Uh-oh, not again. It's happening again. No! Oh, thank God. Oh my God. If you're not familiar, if you haven't watched me do the previous game, hang on, let me talk to this lady here. I have a lot of trouble believing in the existence of summoned spirits, but I think creatures that control monsters do exist. I could call them monster spirits. What do you think? Kind of rolls right off the tongue, right? Okay, if you didn't watch the previous game, there was a NPC who was like walking back and forth, like this woman is, but she was a bit further down. She was sort of like here, and I tried to get around her about this point, and then I got stuck in the wall down here, and it almost happened again. That would have been terrible. Okay, we're almost done. A researcher's greatest nemesis is time. If we are to get even slightly closer to the truth in our short lifetime, not a single second can be wasted. Therefore, unless there's something you need, I would appreciate it if you would stop talking to me and robbing me of my precious time. A while back, this underground lab was where half-elf researchers were locked away and forced to work. These days, half-elves work alongside other researchers in the lab upstairs, and the downstairs facility is not in use. There is still a bit of racial tension between them, but many half-elves produce amazing work, and some fantastic results have come from collaborating with them. Okay, can we find anything else in here? Oh, this is where I was supposed to go. Oops.
This is where half-elves were forced to do research. They were locked up here their entire lives.
Imprisoned in here? That's horrible. Can you imagine?
Emil, are you all right?
Where am I?
What is it? You look like you just woke up from a dream.
Marta! You're not hurt, are you? What happened to those mean knights?
Are you okay?
Huh?
Come on, wake up already. The Temple of Lightning was off limits, so we came to the Cyback Imperial Research Academy, remember?
We did?
Perhaps you're just tired. Why don't you get some rest at the inn? I'll send a messenger as soon as the director returns.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Sure, thanks.
Okay, Weevil left the party, Sheena left the party. Alright, very interesting. So, Emil cannot remember what happened once he turned into Ratatosk, or once he went Ratatosk mode while in the Temple of Lightning. Let's watch this skit here. Are you okay?
Emil, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a second.
I wonder if you have a fever. Anyway, let's get you back to the inn for some rest.
Okay. I'm sorry to worry you.
Alright, I think I'm going to leave things there. I'm just trying to... I think what I'm going to quickly do is try and enter Schneider's room. I don't think there's any... There might be one NPC there. I can't remember. I thought that's where I had to go, but it looks like I had to go to where I just went. But let me quickly do that and then I'll end the episode. Go, 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 go. Oh, I forgot to talk to you. The prisoner's dilemma? It's what I've been trying to figure out for the past 3 years. No matter how hard we try to find ways of reaching the best possible outcome in all situations, our actions themselves stem from the worst possible source, crime. Prisoner's dilemma is the paradox of crime committed with the best intentions. What? Is there something wrong with my thesis? I think the NPC that was in the location that he was standing in, or he's standing in the previous game, talked about game theory, and that's why I remember saying that thing about game theory, and I even said it in this episode. So it all comes full circle. This is Director Schneider's office. His books and papers may seem a mess, but in fact they're strategically arranged to maximize work efficiency. I didn't realize this when I first came here and tried to tidy up a little. You should have seen how furious the director was. Okay, anyway, let's leave that there. I'll just quickly go to the entrance of this Imperial Research Academy and we'll end things. There's a cutscene when we exit, so I'm sorry I couldn't find a place to save, but you'll see it next time. Anyway, for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 32 of Let's Platinum Tells Symphonia Dawn in a New World. My name's Ultima 456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.